Yep. Okay, and now audio. Wow, I totally butchered that this morning. But the good news is I got the coloring working, the highlighting working in Svelte. A little round of applause, please. Thank you. All right. So, let's go over what has happened. So, since last time, I stopped using Twitch chat for connecting, And it is simply a encoder decoder now. Okay. That's what we're using it for. We have two structs, one for the encoder and one for the decoder. They each get a copy of the TCP stream, or a clone, or which encoder, let's move that down, can send messages that are encodable, and it simply calls self.encoder.encode. The decoder, as you would expect, it reads a message, converts it into a command, and returns the command. Now, you can see there is some debugging in here. And these are on lines 28, 46, and 48. So if it's 20s, sending. If it's 40s, it's receiving. For connecting, we do not do any sort of encryption because we're just using a regular the anonymous connection. So we create a connection TCP stream to the Twitch IRC address. Have an encoder and decoder, which we don't need to do on this one. There we go. We create a user config, right? It's anonymous with all the capabilities. We build that, create a register command from it, and then send. Okay. That's in the connect. Then in the runner, we have a loop. It tracks whether or not we're joined, if we have a channel or not. Well, that's the channel that we want to connect to. This will eventually be a config. Okay, that'll eventually be a config. The loop. I do not think we need that. Not formatting anymore. We receive a message via the decoder. We emit it out to Tori, and then for some of them, we do something with it. So if we receive an IRC ready or a ready command, and we are not yet joined, we join the channel. Otherwise, I think we only ever handle a ping or get pongs created and sent back. And then on 111 to 113, we just debug the message. Not actually that useful because we would have debugged it up above. So let's comment that out for now. Okay. Now, what is actually calling this run inner? It's run, wherever run went. Oh, here it is. We have a loop here where we clone the app handle, and if we get an error back, we'll eventually do something with it. Okay. Now, the way that gets called, we are now spawning a thread. So it's not async anymore. It's just very simple. Make the connection, wait for it to be ready, and then run your loop. very straightforward. And it's just tossing events over at Tori, which we need to figure out how to listen to. That's going to be the task today. Switch up the tunes. Let's see what we got. Let's try it. Good morning, Lobslang. How are you? All right. Now, if we look at what came through, oh, we have an error. It's fine. We'll look at that in a moment. Registered using the anonymous login. Oh, and then I yep. Then we start to get some membership information. We get our capabilities. Get our little welcome. Then we get an IRC ready. And once we get an IRC ready, we tell it to join Mr. Halsey. Ah, you're tired. Oh, me too. I'm a little tired as well. That's a good sleep though. Just booting for the day. Here we continue to receive some messages telling us about our host. The server's rather new, blah, blah, blah. So all of this information is going to be passed up through Rust into Tori. Let's see if we can get these wired in. Now, if we go down to the very bottom, we can see, oh, you said that you were tired. So it's listening. We've got information here. Now, let's go into status. I'm trying to connect to these IRC messages. Let's double check these. Let's make sure that the events are correct. IRC underscore command versus message. Ooh, interesting. Does that rebuild this? Oh, and I'm running the nightly version of NeoVim now. Or the bleeding edge version, rather. All right. So, where to? I was hoping that the save here would kick off a build. Maybe it doesn't need to. Does it just reload? All right, let's give it a little test. was hoping that we would see some information here. We would get some status message, event payload, whatever it is. Oh, I wonder if we can set a breakpoint. Can we set a breakpoint? Inspect element. We might have to reload it. Oh goodness, that's tiny. There we go. Sources. What do we have here for sources? I've not done this with Tori before. Oh. We have user scripts. Oh, that's a little... Let's say start. Feels like we need to restart it, but let's try it. Okay, loading should have changed. So I do not think that this listen is working. The documentation. Okay. Guides, events. Now for global events with Tori, what do we have here? MPMC communication primitive. Okay. Listen and emit to global and Windows specific events. Great. You can see I copied from this and just tossed it in. Comments the same. We log something. Event, sure. Let's do that. And let's double check our sending. Here in Rust, we can listen to a global event. Well, that might be interesting for debugging. And then we can also say app.emit all and give it some payload. Let's see what we're doing. Now, this is just something that's serializable. This payload here. Saturday serializable. Or is it here? And we're not bailing. Oh, we're not bailing out, but there was an error in here. I forgot about that. Okay. Here we go. Well, thank you, Tommy Luco. You can hear me? I think I was muted. And testing 1, testing 2. Testing. Hello. All right, yeah, based on what you were saying, it seemed like it was backwards. Okay. It seems to have corrected itself. Maybe there was a little OBS bug. Okay. Now, thank you. I appreciate that. So we're going to look at that error that is happening way up here. So yeah, we had our little chat. Oh, I went way too far. Basically, it was Windows not defined. Let's run it again. Yeah. Hopefully we can get that on screen, so it'd be a little easier. Current job situation is good. Yeah, got settled. Yeah, worked out the whole streaming thing with them. And basically, I can't talk about them. So this is a me thing, and that's a them thing. So right now we're doing a me thing. Proper separation of church and state here, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, the last place though I can talk about. Yeah, they're still going. Last place, yeah, I ended up dodging a little bit of a bullet. Left a week before the layoffs. So that ended up being some sort of divine providence. But yeah, it was nice. I'm still got friends there, so yeah, I can care for them. It's always hard, Where are we referencing window? You just switched your job 1.5 weeks ago after joining your previous employer only 3.5 months ago. Oh, wow. Not a good fit? What happened? I don't know if you want to share or not. because you were laid off by jumping in a sinking ship. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Jumping into a sinking ship. The before dev command terminated with a non-zero status code? What? What is this here? The employer pulled an Elon Musk. Oh. Yeah. Cancel all remotes. God, I don't get people sometimes, you know? I mean, from my experience, like if you hire good engineers, you get good output, right? And you know, if you're not doing crazy stuff, you should be okay. Like doing remote, like it's not crazy hard. So gotcha. The Elon Musk move was nobody in the higher management now. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. So how do we parse this? What are we even looking for? Window? Crypto get shenanigans. I literally only announced it on stage during the town hall. Wow. Oh, wow. I need to silence some of those. Make this debugging a little easier. I wonder if this is because of any of my code. B. Let's comment this out and see. Oh, that didn't work. That, and let's silence some of the debugging. Leave that one. All right. Out of curiosity, is a private company? Status message not defined. Oh, of course. All right, now we have loading, but we don't have that other crazy error. Testing that out. Seems okay. All right. Camilo Pascal, good morning. And the dot files are... I took a break streaming, so I in the middle of getting my Twitch bot back up and running. It is going to be a GitHub Mr. Halsey. Oh, no, that was... It actually wasn't my dot files, was it? The pretty ones. Halsey. Then in here we have dot files. Media dot files. Who? It was Xenocron, wasn't it? I think it was Xenocron's dot files. But I don't remember where his are. Xenocron, if you're out there, we have a question. It was made privately only recently. Oh, Tommy. Sounds like Twitter, man. Alright. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And most of that is correct for a very, very close approximation of what I have going on. Actually in the middle of porting it to using kind of a newer configuration. And I think that we could absolutely get some dot files set up for this. But I'm slowly moving all of my stuff over to SourceHut. So let's just create Git repo over here. Public, boom, boom, create. How far do we want Stardew Valley stuff in there? Probably not. So, I wonder how I want to do that. It's kind of a copy into them. I think I'll set it up here. All right, and then we'll just add Kitty. I don't want everything in there. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Okay. Starship? Sure, why not? I don't have anything in there yet. And then here we are going to add init.lua, this section, and I feel like I'm missing something. Nope, nope. Most of it was in that Lua directory. I have a new dot files repo. All right. And here's the latest one. Now that's not everything. So it's a bit of a combination between the two. And we are using NeoVim. I'm actually using the Bleeding Edge version from not even a nightly build, but just using Brew. Installed NeoVim --head. And there was one more thing I wanted to get into this config directory. It was the tmux settings. Good morning, morning sci-fi. How are you? All right. Got Katie in there, tmux, Starship. Perfect. I've been meaning to do that, so. All right. So the task at hand is to try to get Tori to react to an event that is emitted from the Rust side. How are we going to do that? The async block, oh, this giant thing didn't work. I'm not sure if it needs to be asynchronous. Do we need to use await here? What is this listen API that we're looking at? Oh. So we were looking at this here. Specifically this one, and we set up a new IRC command. All right, let's see if we can find some more documentation on this. Guides, features, events. Can we search for event? All right. You know, we want to look for listen, don't we? Listen. The event system allows you to emit events to the backend and listen to events from it. Okay. We have a number of events here. Type, oh look, their namespace with like Towery : defined in TS. Okay. Event callback? Wait, like what is this? Where do you get an event callback? Unlisten function. I expect that's this unlisten here. Maybe we're getting close. So we can emit an event. Emits an event to the backend. Great. Listen. Returns a promise. Now, do we need invoke? No. But we need listen. So we'll take that. And we were seeing an error before. When it loaded up, we were getting some window not defined error. I'm not sure if it's happening in this import. So I'm going to try restarting it. Next song. Let's see. Let's go on Electro Swing. No. And I am using Pretzel. I've been using Pretzel forever. So if you guys want a specific channel or whatever, just let me know. All right, well, it loaded up without an issue. Great. So instead of starting up this async little block like this, which I saw as like a solution to be able to use await inside of this, let's just use the standard promise like format. All right. We have our listen. And what is the format here? Oh, interesting. So the promise is really just for the unlisten. Okay. Unlisten, let's just describe that as unlisten promise. And then maybe we'll see some interesting message changes. No. The window is not defined. Okay. Why is window not defined? Is it console? Is it our callback? Again. Please be the console. Please be the console. It's not the console. Window.crypto.getRandomValues. I think this little chevron here, this caret, or is it circumflex, is pointing to that window up there. Huh. Do we need some other feature? We didn't turn on many features. At Tori, we have API all. Let's see what they do have. Cargo, what features that worked poorly? Oh. It's trying to be all fancy. That didn't work. Tori. Could have typed the whole thing. Or we could just search for it. API all. I wonder what API all and app all do. See if they have any documentation. Oh, and version 1.2 is out now. Let's update that. All right. And here's the features. Application auto updater? Ooh, that could be neat. All right, so normally what I do is I just like enable everything, right? And then cut back as I go along. So right now I don't even know if what I'm seeing is a problem because I haven't enabled something, or if it's because I've screwed up the code. And granted, there is not much code. Enables all API endpoints, clipboard allow list, disallow list. Wow. Do they have like events in here that I didn't see? Nice little sandboxing. I am not sure. Modules, window. All right. Or event. Listen, window. Was it not found or not defined? It is not defined. Window Tori. Let's see how to fix an issue when window is undefined in Tori. Window is not defined. Great. You're in an SSR environment. You're viewing the front end in your browser. Huh. We're not doing that. Server-side rendering environment. No? Neither of those. See, what's the error here? Tori apps. What is Tori apps? Okay. Tori. Let's just look at the issues. Window is not defined. Well, thank you, Morning Sci-Fi. I appreciate it. Yeah, after we get into this, I'm hoping to kind of get into building a little bit of a mud. If anybody remembers a multi-user dungeon from way back when, BBS days, anybody? I think that would be fun. I kind of want to practice my CQRS skills, which I could use some help on. And yeah. See, navigator is not defined. Okay, this is very close. I need to check to make sure this is running in the browser before calling any Tori APIs. Hook.ts, my svelte config.js is pointing to hook.ts. What? There's nothing like that here. Okay. Static adapter. Oh, I wonder if we're supposed to be doing something else. Is it? All right, let's take a look at this. Before we get too far, I want to hop back. I want to reduce this. Windows not defined. You know. Yeah, that's a pretty simple search. Events error. Alright. Allow changing the web view background color, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Okay. Tori Svelte event listener. CNER. Tori with standard Svelte or Svelte kit. What's the difference? I don't even know what the difference is between Svelte and SvelteKit. Svelte? What's SvelteKit? Did that. So they're saying that I can connect to it locally as well? Seems interesting. This seems old. Wait, what is this? Am I running the wrong the wrong entry point? Same error. Okay, that's it's comforting in some way. Loading failed for the module with source. Huh. Spell kit source runtime client start. Interesting. 304. It's saying this failed. That is super tiny. Oh, that's funny. I can make the console font size smaller, but not larger. Right. Oh, how horrible that is. How do we reset that? Wow. All right, Firefox. Separate window. Oh, that makes me sad, Firefox. Settings. I can't even see it. Firefox. Console font size. I can't believe we're going down that rabbit hole. Pressing Control and plus while focused in DevTools. I've tried that. Oh. That's Command plus equals, not plus. They were wrong. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's probably just a user error. Okay. But this says that didn't load. Okay. I don't think there's anything like super complicated that I've changed. Greet was here already. We changed status, or we created status. I wonder if there's something else we need to do in here to enable that. Or all right, let's go back. Guides, getting started. Learn how to use commentary features. Yay. Events. The event system is accessible on the front end, on the event and window modules. On the event and window modules. We need to import window. But it's saying that window is undefined. I wonder if window has this functionality. To be able to listen. I know on the Rust side, we are emitting all. Emit all. Emits an event to all windows, which there's only one. So that should be fine. Car repair is so expensive. Yeah. I got a vehicle in the shop right now. Yeah. They're saying it's going to cost like $3 grand. Whatever. Windows specific events. Here we can actually listen to specific window events in Rust. Yeah. Generate context. Okay. Listen global. See, they don't show how to listen on a window here, but imagine there is a way. Let's see if we can find that. Status, spelled, foam, app window. Get rid of that. Let's look for window. TS module. Yours was luckily just the motor and not the regulator. Still costs almost $400, not $3,000, but still not pocket change. Yeah, there's like 4 things going on with mine, so yeah, it's not great. All right, where to? We're gonna look at API window. Oh, allow list. Oh, what is this? Provides APIs to create windows, communicate with other windows, and manipulate the current window. This package is also accessible with window.tori.window. Okay. The APIs must be added to Tori allow list window in Tori config.js. Interesting. I do not see any event pieces here. Oh, look at that. Window events. My window event, we will call that IRC command. All right. Window is not defined. All right. Okay. It is recommended to allow list only the APIs you use. But which one am I using? Yeah, nice coloring. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I think I just forgot one. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's look at the Tori config.json. Allow list. All is true? That seems... Bundle. Active true. Developer tool. Wow. Windows. We have some configs, but not... I feel like everything's allowed right now. Do you think it's because of the data that's coming through? What if we listen to a different event? Would it still die? Let's say we listened to Emil. Nope. Okay. Window is not defined still. We do not need that piece. Tori apps API window. That looks fine. He wouldn't recommend listening to you. That's funny. I wonder if it's this piece down here. A new version of Tori CLI is available. npm install. How's Tori working out? Other than this mysterious globals thing not being available, it's been okay so far. What? Changed 3 packages in order to... Okay. 0 vulnerability. That's surprising. A JavaScript project with 0 vulnerabilities. All right. $500 internal error. Still Windows not defined. It's not that. I believe it's this. I have to listen. App window.listen. Yeah, so Tori has events. So you can emit events from Rust and supposedly, read them in JavaScript or TypeScript, whatever. It also gives you the ability to invoke Rust functions from JavaScript. And I think you can do it the other way around as well, like invoke a JavaScript function from Rust, but I haven't seen that. So that might not be there. But for what I need, events are perfect. Just emitting these IRC events, right? Oh, this is a long page. App window, so you can do all sorts of things with it. App window.listen. Okay. You need to call unlisten if your handler goes out of scope. Okay, and I'm not sure how to do that in Svelte. Does it enable you to define events in Rust and then automatically have the structure data in JSTS with the correct fields? It is not generating TypeScript files for us, or TypeScript definition files. So when you do define some value, it just has to be serializable. And they do the magic behind the scenes to take your serializable object or data structure and turn it into some event that gets bubbled into TypeScript or JavaScript. App window still. Now this one's a little different. Not use await outside of an async function. Fascinating. All right, but what about some of these other things? Can we call? Goodness, I don't know. Oh, interesting. You can drop files. Oh, that's neat. Just browsing. Right, that's going to be a promise. Same thing, right? And it was reloading better for me before. Okay, still windows not defined. Compile extension load. Okay. Window is not defined. Tori Apps API window. Interesting. Why? What is this? That's not helpful. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, to have something, have some sort of macro that would define your TypeScript data definition files. That would be cool. All right, so if window is not defined, can we log that? Let me check my schedule real quick. What about something more generic? On mount is your friend. Ooh. What is this? What is sapper? I don't want that. I just want... Svelte on mount. Ooh, life cycle. Huh. Alright. Import on mount from Svelte. Interesting. On mount async. Let's try this. Window is not defined. Interesting that we got the same error though. On mount. Because it's in here. The problem's in there. It's not Rust. That's not gonna work. Surprise me, please. Yep, no. Window is not defined. Just because we imported that file. Tori, apps, API, window. Huh. And their example is just do that. Like, okay. I imagine it's something with how Svelte and Tori are interacting. Shame on me for trying to learn two things at once, huh? Svelte and Tori. Also accessible with the window.tori.window when with global Tori. Set to true. Okay. What does this do? Can't access one. What? Bundle active, fine. Let's try again. We added that global piece. I don't think that's going to make a difference. I think we'll have to change the code to then use that. Let's go back to Twitch. No, status. So where would that be? That would be... Oh, you know what? Does this work here? We set a debugger. That would be neat. If it automatically opened up. No. Interesting that we see the svelte pieces here. That's nice. Font's a little too big there. Oh, look at that. Where's status? Okay. Not in there. Status is not in there. Is that because we have this screen? Yeah, we're getting the error, so maybe status isn't even loading. Get rid of that. So I think this is going to be window dot Torre dot window dot that. Whoa, there are no errors. It didn't change. Have status in here now? Status is here. We set breakpoints. If we reload, reload. It's not hitting that. What about here? Oh. Okay, so maybe the mounting isn't working now. I feel like we might be getting closer. Let's get rid of that. That. Windows not defined. On line 7. Okay. Because we need the on mount. I just want the API docs. Where are the API docs? Examples. Right, so it can be async. It doesn't have to be async, though. I feel like it's going to be missing some messages, though. Let's change status in here. Status message equals. Yay. Right, just to see if that's loading. Yay. Oh, look at that. We have this little yay there. Okay. And it's not crashing. So this must be getting executed. And how about a woot? Let's see. Oh, look, it did a hot module update. Let's give it a message. Okay, no, we didn't see that. We might be able to go back to using the global listener if we simply needed it to be inside of an on mount. All right, let's try that. It was over here. Window, event. Black Tomcat, how are you doing? We are playing around with Tori. It's like an Electron alternative. Is that right? Electron is the Chrome-based one that bundles Chrome. Like giant hands. No, thank you. So Tori uses whatever WebView you have installed on the system, which in most places is either going to be Safari, Chrome-based web views from Microsoft now, or what's the other one? Or yeah, whatever Linux has. Edge on Windows, yeah, and Edge is now Chromium based. I want to try using this again. Okay. Internal error. Await outside of... Oh, of course. Async. We got the yay. But we didn't get the woot. So, either we're not receiving an IRC command test. It should be receiving it. Let's make sure this is all plugged in. Twitch. So here we are trying to emit IRC command to all windows. Let's see what we're going to emit. IRC command there. Well, yay, but we do see these commands now. So those are getting emitted, but we're not seeing that. Why is that? We can emit all, event name. And that should be working. Maybe there's a race condition if we do another test. Still just yay. Huh. So the mount's working. I wonder, how do we debug this easily? Say we wanted to inspect an element. Oh. Unhandled promise rejection. Can't find variable. Listen. Oh, because I forgot the import. All right. Again. Well, it did a hot update. Let's see if it test another one. Oh, where's a little UI? Woot! Okay. What happened? We got past yay. We made it to woot. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, okay. Problem solved. Done. App's finished. Oh, wow. Okay, so some learnings then. Using onMount, because window isn't available when we go to listen. So we have to wait until everything's mounted and then window's available. Because otherwise it's not available here. I'm not doing anything with unlisten, which is supposed to get called when you unmount. Let's see if we can wire that up. Is there a onMount on destroy? Okay, so we could this is the only one that runs inside of a server-side component. I don't think we care about that. Oh, there's this at debug. What is this? Fancy. Okay. So how do we use onDestroy? Can we put it inside of the onMount? OnDestroy, and it's going to be unlisten. All right, where's yay? Oops. Console. Cannot find variable. Oh, we have to import it, don't we? Where do we get it from? From Svelte. OnDestroy. Yeah, okay. If I reload. Preserve log. Function called outside component initialization. OnDestroy. Okay, so that has to happen inside of initialization. Fancy. OnDestroy. Some function. Unlisten. Let's so when we start up in the onMount, we set our unlisten, and then on OnDestroy, we invoke it. And I wrap it inside of a function so that the function reference isn't passed into OnDestroy, the unlisten, because we'll be changing it. Oh, look at that. All right. Yay, woot. That. Alright, so let's clear this. Reload. Yeah, I don't have anything that actually, like, removes that component. And I feel like we need to wait or have some sort of mechanism that waits until... Oh. Yeah, that semicolons aren't required. Our magic semicolons, yes. I think we need something that... I don't know. Let's see if we end up missing important. Let's see if we end up missing important IRC commands. That's what I was thinking about guarding against, having some sort of buffer or something where the browser side could say, "Hey, I'm ready now. Everything's mounted." But let's not do that if we don't have to. All right. Trying to do more running lately. Still not a runner. Still. All right. So we have IRC command. Now for status, it would be nice if we could listen to a couple of events, some small events. Aha. Did we get a Starlink blip? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, wow. Huh. It's come back. Yeah, that was a long blip. Wow. Still going? Let's see. It's fine now. All right. Now let's go back to Twitch. And here we're getting these commands. What might be nice to do is to split these into different IRC commands. So just instead of everything getting IRC command and having to figure out, like, in each of the different svelte controls, sorry, a little all over the place. What I'm considering is having specific events so each control can subscribe to just what they're interested in. And so we'll do a little bit more work back here, but it will remove what would be a common pattern of then having some check or guard on the component side for only the specific commands. Let's say when we get... I do not think that we have to omit this, but we could. I think we'll prefix all of them, like blah slash, you know, and then whatever. I wonder if these already have some mechanism for that. Let's look. All right, so we have command. And then there's message. We're going to move this down 1. Yay. Okay, so it's kind of what I wanted to see here was whether or not status loaded quickly enough, or rather quick enough, to be able to get that message. Oh, but also it's listening to the wrong message. Let's go to status. We want to listen to that. Ready. I was chatting with Musean on that, and I got his kind of plans on it, and the idea is to have the parser pieces as like one level of a crate, and then just above that you might have some sort of state level crate, and then on top of that you would have all of the different async versions and variants on that. Oh, this was in Discord. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to maintain if it's broken out into those pieces. So we still got yay, but we didn't get woot. I think we have a race condition there. Let's clear this. Don't need that at the moment. Now, how do we tell it that we're ready? We will need to have we'll need to wait to do this. All right, so if we go back to Tori, Lions. Under features, calling Rust from the front end. Here we go. We could get a custom command, but we need to have the Tori window, or the app reference. So we need to have this app handle available whenever we start this. Passing arguments, returning data, error handling. Accessing managed state. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of magic there. Look at that. So we could have the app reference in there. Multiple commands. Okay. Complete example. Right, just like a database. State database. And then in the builder, we set up the database. Yes. All right. I wish there was like an app reference that you could just get from it, but when it gets passed in here during the build process, and after that, I don't see where it's managed. So struct. What do we want to call this? App state. Whatever. App handle. App handle state. Let's just call it app state. All right. Handle is going to be app handle. Oh, I'm sure that won't get irritating. All right, so far that's all we need there. Now we need to manage that. So we builder, default. Yeah, we're not going to do the greeter. Let's comment that out. Manage app state. And then when we, oh goodness, how do we set it? Oh, we create the value there. Manage app state. Oh. Huh. Call setup first and then the other. So we could set some option. Then tell it to manage it. That wouldn't work. Oh. Accessing an app handle in commands. window. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we could do that. Okay, let's get rid of app state. Boom, done. We need our function that we're going to call. Yeah. Query command function. What is this going to be? We're going to spawn a thread. Function app ready. What do we call that? Because the app is multiple pieces. Browser ready. So when the browser is ready, we will call this app handle Tori. Horror. No look, ma, no hands. Do this here. Boom, boom. Get rid of that. Move app handle. Boom, boom. Done. Setup. Invoke handler. App state goes away. All right. Just to make sure it's not going to die horribly. So then on mount, we will call that function that kicks off the starting. Okay, so we got yay. Perfect. Now, where do we do that from, though? Can we just say... Can we do it from anywhere? Well, let's see, what do we have for Svelte? Svelte. Greet status page. Something which is junk and layout. If we did this in page, is that enough? Do we even need to... Oh, you know what? We need the on ready. It's not a sync. Where was greet? Greet's here. No. Back to main. That all looks good. Let's comment out greet. A little less to do. Okay. Status. Svelte, Tori. Okay. Oh, I see. On mount. All right. Let's see if that does it. So we should be able to get that message. Very Axum-like, yes. Yay, woot. Oh, look at that. Okay. Wonder if there's a better on ready. Tilt on mount. Not that I see. Okay. All right, what are we going to do with the next step? So the next step, we have browser ready. So let's go back into status. So we're going to listen to a couple different commands. RC ready. Let's say joining channel. It's a little smoke and mirrors there, but when we're ready, we immediately go into joining. And then once we get the channel joined, let's set up that connection. I'm going to be down here in join. Down, down. All right. Status. Yay, woot. What is in that event? So I want to say something like in channel, foobar, right? What is that going to be? It's going to be part of that event. Console.log. All right. In channel, inspect element. Oh, look at that. Okay. Event has a payload and is the payload called join? Payload.join.channel. You need backticks there. Reload it. In channel. Event.payload.join. Did I miss? Yeah. Reload. In channel, Mr. Halsey. Look at that. Okay, so we have some simple ways to connect these up. All right. I want this to be down at the bottom, like a little status line at the very bottom. Or at the top. Actually, if it's at the top. Yeah, let's just move these up. Okay. So once we have that, we can start to get like people in the room or just messages. I think I'm more interested in messages. That looks pretty good. Okay. Loading. Connecting. Starting connecting. Okay. Localization comes later. Nice. So let's see, I got about 15 minutes. Let's see if we can create a new component for messages. Wait, where is this file even located? Source lib svelte. Source lib. Messages. Svelte. Oh, and how did we... lang equals ts. Interesting. I know it. Status. Boom. Messages. All right. So inside of here, we are going to have a series of messages. Back to Twitch. Okay. I don't even know if this ping pong thing is working. We'll see. Okay, I think it's private message. Oh, we could also do clear message. That could be interesting. Clear chat, clear message. Yeah, let's do both of those. That is getting irritating. Okay. Chats. All right. Status. We want, let's see, can I just do like 171 there? Nice. So in message, we want private message. Clear chat and clear message. Clear chat will reset our messages. Clear message is either a delete or a clear. Okay, so what's the difference then between clear message and clear chat. Oh, clear chat is after a ban or a timeout. Got it. Got it. Okay. That one's going to be more interesting to test. Might have to get out my mule for that one. All right. So let's go back into where are we? Messages. All right, clear chat, clear message. And timeout. Okay. And private message is the just regular IRC. We have a new message, isn't it? So let's simply add that to the list. Oh, what is it though? It's going to be event.payload. Okay. Private message? Maybe. Check. And the reconnect worked. Yay. Okay. So we need a message. Oh, and I wasn't expecting anything. Right. Why did that show up on that window? Console log. All right, one more message. Test. Did I save the file? File is saved. Oh, but we didn't include this anywhere. Oh. Page. Here we go. Status. All right. Oh, what is this? Let's just continue, please. All right, let's go back here. Reload. Internal error. No. Still. Oh, status message is not defined. Okay. I will eventually learn. Yeah, and here. Messages. Arguably, it should be mapped to a series of other svelte objects, but I don't know how to do that yet. So there it is. One step at a time, right? Oh, what is it complaining about now? Let's reload. I don't want that. They clear. I just want to clear all breakpoints. All right, reload. Joining channel, console. Can I find variable status message? Messages spelled 28. T8. And this one we don't need. In channel. Okay. Hot module reload. Looks like it should have worked. I'm not seeing what I'm hoping to see. Console all. We're trying to see. Oh, private message. We need a private message. Hydrate. Thank you, No Name Bro. Yeah, I forget that sometimes. All right. There's a message. Oh, look at that. We got, wow, a lot of messages. Why so many? Is that because we have that many listeners? Maybe. Okay. All right. So it looks like it's payload.private message like we thought. Although the ID, let's see, do we need that ID for something? A message ID here. Object, is that the same? Hmm. That's an interesting sort of thought exercise. What should we do for that? How? Oh, I guess how does clear message work? Let's say we wanted to remove that. What do we do? So here. Oh, and we only have okay. Unlisten. Private message. Here chat and clear message. Chat. Clear message. All right. Oh, that's what clear message would use? The ID and the payload? Because payload, let's see, we have tags. So this ID here, it looks like a UU ID. They're going to use that. Okay, so if I click on I'm not sure how to get the ID. Oh, hold on. When you send a message, your session doesn't get the message ID. So you can't delete it from the Twitch web client. Oh, I see. Okay, so here, if we did one of those, a message, Halsey, AOEU. All right. Oh, is this? This is also some of the stuff that's going to go away, right? Like clear messages going away. Was it in February or something? Like the slash commands. Oh, I see. Okay. Copy. Paste. Invalid. Okay, so in the Twitch UI, I cannot. I have to go to the moderator panels or something to be able to clear that out. Because if I do /clear and then that UUID says, no, you can't do that. It just clears history for all users in the room. Basically, what I'm doing is, oh, delete slash. Let's delete poll. Let's try again. Paste. Chat. Oh, I deleted Mr. Halsey's message. Okay. Clear message. Fantastic. Okay, all right. I copy the whole thing. Is there a better way? Copy selected. Oh, that's gross. Clear was in the same message, I see. But without a target message ID, login and message. Ah, I see. So this would be sudo fix me. Event.payload.clear message dot target message ID. All right. And for what I want, I don't think it matters to have the message and the other people. Sweet. Getting closer. We'll have to figure out how to get the messages showing up. Make it all pretty. We gotta do a raid. Let's see, anybody doing Rust? Ooh. Learning Rust. Memory and allocations. I don't understand the chat rules. All right. You think console log is pretty enough? Yeah. All right. Any suggestions? Got some cool stuff going on in here. Open world RPG, that sounds fun. 26 games in 26 days. Oh. All right. Let's see what this one's like in a moment. I think we made some good progress. Got the on-mount bits figured out. All right. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll try this. Well, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's been fun. So, probably pick this up. Oh, goodness, I don't know. I'd like to tomorrow, but I don't know if I can. So it might be Monday. All right, y'all. Till next time. Bye-bye.